Time is one of the most significant things that we have in the world. It is necessary yet tragically limited resources. In fast-paced world, the ability to manage time properly is must. Planning your task is essential in achieving your goals and getting your work done. With time management comes organizing, planning, and prioritizing. Prioritizing your task is not easy. You must identify which things needs to be done first. If you know how to effectively organize and prioritize your task, you will learn how to be more efficient and productive. How do you organize and plan your work? What are your priorities? There is no right or wrong way to answer these questions. The way you do things is ultimately up to you. People are different, so what works for you may not work for someone else. Still, some guidelines can help you in prioritizing your task and answering questions about the secrets of effective time management. Churchill once said that if you want the things done, you should give it to a busy person. Busy people seems better at controlling time than others. They seems to be able to fill more things into their day than anyone else. Because these people are busy, they will always find the ways to fit what is required into their schedule. The reason for this may be because they have sense of urgency about getting the things done. They take deadlines seriously and do not like missing them. They have developed the skills required to achieve things on time. They are fully aware of what they are responsible for. As part of the session, I'll share my experience to you to guide you on how to plan your task. This session also includes real-world examples and case studies that would help you to connect, visualize, and reflect. This session includes topics like knowing your responsibilities, setting goals, identifying priorities, urgent and important, type of task, what questions you need to ask yourself before you start planning your task, what you will be doing better for understanding the planning process of the task. I am sure at the end of the session you will be able to understand your responsibilities, able to set your goals and identify your priorities, identify the type of task based on importance and urgency, better understanding of planning activities, knowing your responsibilities. In business, every job has a job title and a job description that outlines the areas for which you are responsible. If you do not have a job description, it is a good idea to construct one for yourself for identifying the main responsibilities of your job. Make a list of the tasks you need to accomplish to do your work effectively. Think carefully about what is the real scope of your job is and how it contributes to overall effectiveness of yourself. We often hear from parents, family and bosses, please know your responsibility. So what's the big deal about it? The big deal is that it moves you away from being a victim to a victor. If you want to succeed, you need to set goals. Without goals, you lack focus and direction. Knowing your responsibility will allow you to choose how to respond to challenges. Knowing your responsibility means you will create an environment and take responsibility for your power of thinking, feeling, speaking, and acting. What this means is that nobody can make you think, feel, say, or do anything. Nobody can push your buttons. The first step in making more time is to clearly understand what is your responsibilities are. What is that you are there for? Once you understood this, it is far easier to establish your goals and identify where your priorities are. Setting goals. Have you thought about what you want to be doing in 5 years? Are you clear about your main objectives? Do you know what you want to achieve by the end of today? Goal setting not only allows you to take control of your life's direction, it also provides you with a benchmark of determining whether you are succeeding. To accomplish these goals, you need to know how to set them. You cannot simply say, I want and expect it to happen. Goal setting is a process that starts with a careful consideration of what you want to achieve and ends with a lot of hard work to do it. Setting and achieving goals plays a major part in managing time. If you do not know what you must do, you will not know where to start. Knowing what is important and what needs to be done puts you in control of the events, rather than the events being in control of you. This way, you stand a chance of achieving what is required of you in the time you have. Goals are useful. They help you to focus your attention on where you're going, plan what to do with a given time frame, helps others understand what is happening, how they fit in to the scheme. Knowing your goals prevents you from wasting time. To set effective goals, you need to work out what you want to achieve. Discuss your thoughts with someone else. Write down what you resolve to do. Identifying priorities. Prioritizing your work is an important time management skill. To effectively prioritize your need to identify what is urgent, how is important is the task, and rank them accordingly. Important work should align with your long-term goals and vision, whereas urgent work simply needs to be done as soon as possible. By learning proper prioritization techniques, you will become more productive in your life and more focused on your goals. Prioritizing works involves making difficult decisions about the importance of your ongoing task. I strongly recommend you follow these steps to learn how to prioritize your work effectively. Identify your goals. Create a list of your tasks. Assess important and urgent. Measure value. Order similar tasks by effort. Be open to change. Know what to drop. If you follow this process, it will help you to identify your priorities and achieve your goals. To do this, look at your workload as a whole and decide which activities are top priority. Once you identified where your priority is, try not to stick so rigidly to them. Be flexible to change as circumstances dictate. Situation can change dramatically and cause your current priorities to become irrelevant. Sticking to them in these circumstances can only waste time. However, should your priority activities disappear, for instance like meeting getting cancelled, then you should not simply waste time. Urgent and important. Understanding the difference between what is urgent and what is important plays a significant part in planning your task. Urgent things are pressing in their need for attention, but they are incidental. For example, review of sales report. On the other hand, your business plans for next quarter. This requires a careful consideration and usually take extra time to think about. Urgent things have a habit of looking important because of their time constraint. They require quick reactions, but they should not take up much time. There may be also occasions when putting off important things to do something more urgent is fine, provided you do it on purpose. There are, of course, some things that are both urgent and important. When both apply, the matter requires your fullest attention. Type of task. First, We need to understand what is a task. A task is a unit of work necessary to accomplish to achieve the goals. Task is not only describe the content of the work but also carry information on due date, priority, completion stage. Think about the nature of the things you do, how much of your time you spend on performing that task. Managing a task will involve you in the following: thinking ahead to ensure that you have all the things needed to complete the task efficiently and effectively. Having the right people and the right material in the right place at the right time. Telling people what to do and the standards they should be achieving, and if necessary, advising them how to do it. Making sure that the relevant people know what is going on and what they must do to ensure that things go well. Let me share a case study of planning your task. One of the leading skincare product company approached us to launch a new skincare product. The challenge for us to address the market where there are more than 1 million businesses that sell beauty products. To reach to our audience, we targeted social media where we did a complete social takeover across Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. This enabled us to get to the brand in front of the customer and give our post a movement to stand out across the social feeds. To address the target market segment, we identified the tasks like creation of launch ambassadors, content creators, engagement drivers, and product mailers. These tasks helped us to get 5,000 registrations and over 4,000 attendees over the course of the event. What question you need to ask yourself before you start planning your task? Think about how to go about planning your time and answer the following questions. Do I fully understand what is my responsibility and what are not my responsibilities? Am I clear about my goals? Have I identified where my priorities lie? Do I know what I should achieve today if nothing else? Can I distinguish between what is important, what is urgent? Am I working on the right type of task to be more effective in using my time? And also, you need to think what you'll be doing better for understanding the planning process of your task. You identify your essential tasks. You identify your goals. Get your important work done with predetermined timescales. You understand the need to be flexible when priority changes unexpectedly. You distinguish between urgent and important work. You carry out the right sort of executive tasks which assist you to manage your time better. You resolve to start planning your time right away. Before I end this session on planning your task, let me summarize what I have described in this session. By identifying your responsibilities, knowing what your goals are, putting a task in order of priority, and being able to distinguish between those tasks that are urgent and those that are important, you will find it easier to plan how to use your time more effectively. If this all sounds a bit demanding and time consuming, but is worth considering the story of an emperor. He indicated to his estate manager that he would like cedar trees to lead up to his palace. The manager objected. It will take 300 years for this project to come to complete. Well, said the emperor. You have not got a minute to lose. Start working. Thanks for watching this video. Please share your thoughts and comments. I'll look forward to meeting you in our second session on scheduling your time.
If you like this video, please do not forget to press the like button, hit subscribe and notification button, and also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn and Twitter to get the latest updates on our eOnline Verse channel.